morning, everyone. Today is December 5th, and it is a Thursday. I have a sweet girl that I'm going to do a groom with, so I'm gonna take y'all along. This is Georgie. Hi, Mama. Sit. Can you sit? Oh, this is a good girl. She is a golden doodle. And her so sweet. Her such a sweet girl. My daughter, that's her a sweet girl. Yes. And she's going to get a haircut today. We're going to do a full groom on Miss Georgie today. Yes, we are. So, yeah, let's go ahead and get started. We're going to go ahead and give her a bath first because she's going to get a pretty fluffy haircut. So, I don't really need to rough her in very much. She's a bit of a nervous girl. So, we're going to take our time. We're going to take our time with her. Alrighty, Miss Georgie's all in the tub. We're going to put our gloves on. If y'all ever wonder why I wear gloves to bathe dogs, it's because I have really sensitive skin, and years ago, I had a very, very intense breakout, which led me to see that I had to wear gloves. My hands started getting all itchy, and I mean, it was so bad. It was so bad. So it has been years in the making, but now I wear gloves to bathe all my dogs, and my skin does not react to the shampoo because it's protected, obviously. And oh, thank you. Oh, my goodness, why she put her head? Her put her head in my hand. Oh, her put her head in my hand, Georgie. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Can do again? Her put her head in my hand. Oh, her put her head in my hand. Thank you. She is so sweet. But yeah, so I wear gloves, and you might think, oh, how do you make sure that the dog's clean and all that stuff if you can't feel it? Well, I don't want to say it took a long time, but there's definitely a getting used to process. When you first start using gloves to bathe dogs, it feels so foreign. But then now if I put my hands on a dog when it's wet, I feel icky. Like, it does not feel normal to me. So this is the new normal. All right, and so I already got her some warm face shampoo mixed up. This is our Tearless puppy face shampoo. It's for sensitive areas. You can use it on the body as well, but we use it mainly for the face because it smells good and it won't hurt their eyes. And Georgie is getting a medicated bath today, per her owner request. And it does look like she has some red spots on here. When I do medicated baths, okay, no, I thought that was a flea. No, it's just a little bit of scabby skin. So yeah, medicated is definitely going to be a good thing for her. Oh my goodness. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and get started. And get some warm water on the face. How are y'all doing this holiday time? I noticed typically in all my years, it's like that first week after Thanksgiving, after Black Friday, it's like kind of quiet, kind of slow. I think it's because everybody's spent their money on, deals and Cyber Monday and all that stuff. So the dogs are kind of like, we can wait a couple weeks. And then boom, Christmas time, it's a madhouse. It is a madhouse. Everybody's calling, hey, can you squeeze my dog in? This is a gentle reminder, folks. If you have not already booked your grooming appointment for Christmas, you need to call your groomer right now and book that appointment. Book it now while you still can. But yeah, how are y'all doing? How are y'all surviving? I have been personally like really tired the past few weeks, and I am kind of enjoying this slow time because I kind of get to breathe a little bit. Oh, good girl. We gonna get all these little eye boogies out your face. But yeah, I get to breathe a little bit and mentally somewhat prepare for the inevitable crazy holiday rush. Let me turn around, Mama. And yeah. I think Christmas time is, for work purposes, one of my favorite times. I'm just putting some hypoallergenic shampoo in the nozzle. I like to do this for the larger dogs, just to do like a pre-rinse first. Anytime I do a medicated bath, I always use a hypoallergenic shampoo first, just to make sure that the coat gets nice and clean, because when it comes to medicated shampoo, of course it's shampoo and it's meant to, you know, clean because it's shampoo, but that's not its primary, I'm having a brain fart here. That's not its primary use. The use is to have medicinal benefits to the skin. So, and you usually want to let that sit on the coat no less than 5 minutes. I like to do 10 minutes, but every medicated shampoo is different, so make sure you follow what it says to do. But I like to start off with hold on, I have to fix my mic. It's kind of bothering me. Again, another brain fart. It is early. I'm not fully awake yet, so forgive me. I've only had 1 cup of coffee. I probably need another one. And I probably could have done with a few more hours of sleep last night. But anyways, so I like to bathe with a hypoallergenic shampoo first to get the coat clean. And then I like to follow up with the medicated, so that way it can sit on a clean coat, it can sit on clean skin and really penetrate without having to fight dirt and oil and all that stuff, and really do its job. And right now, the brand that we're using is Kelco, which is a natural brand. It does not have any soap products. It uses like plant-based derivatives. Plant-based. Hold on, let me actually I might be getting this confused with Natural Groomer, actually. Let me not sit up here and make false claims about how they do their formulas, but I do know for a fact that it is a natural brand. It's called Kelco. So when I first started grooming, the shop that I worked at, that's all they used. And it's so funny how this has kind of come full circle, because I just started using it again, and all of the smells are so nostalgic to me, because I remember smelling all these shampoos when I was 15 years old. So it's giving me some a bit of serotonin, reminding me of those simpler times. They were simpler times, Georgie. But yeah, so. And actually, the medicated shampoo that I'm using is actually not Kelco. It is called, from a brand called Natural Groomer. And I think that's the one I'm getting confused. Natural Groomer, another natural shampoo product line, uses maybe plants as their, I don't know the scientific terms, but they don't use soap, like actual soap, as the base. I think main shampoos do use soap, and sometimes it's a lot harsher on the skin And so for dogs with sensitive skin, what happened? Dogs with sensitive skin, they can have like a pretty bad reaction to it. And I've even noticed with myself. So sometimes if I'm bathing, obviously a dog will shake or whatever, and I will get the shampoo on my skin, like specifically this arm, because, hold on, I wonder if, we're gonna change an angle real quick. Hold on, George. I wanna look at y'all as we do this. So, but yeah, sometimes I will get shampoo on my skin and then I'll have breakouts specifically on this arm because my left arm is like the arm that I use to maneuver everything while my right arm is used to use the hose and stuff. But with the natural shampoo products, if it does get on my skin, I don't have nearly as bad of breakouts. And so I thought to myself, I was like, man, if this is doing this to my skin, and I know I have sensitive skin, I can only imagine how other dogs feel. And you know, sometimes you get customers saying like, oh, my dog was super itchy when they got groomed last time. And then so you're like playing detective, trying to figure out, okay, what could have caused it? And oh, you knew you just used what you always used on the dog. But sometimes it is the product. Sometimes they do need a little something a little bit more gentle. I've already rinsed her off and did my pre-wash. Now I'm gonna go back in with another wash of her face. I like to do 2 shampoos just because a clean coat is the most important thing in my opinion. It should be the most important thing in every groomer's opinion. And I'm gonna do a second wash to really get that coat and skin squeaky clean. And now that I have that, so this is the shampoo. It's Natural Groomer Melitar. It's a therapeutic shampoo and it has tea tree oil, coal tar, and it's designed to help treat itchy and irritated skin conditions. It has 100% pure tea tree oil, so it works as a germicide, also an antiseptic. And this shampoo we leave on for 3 to 5 minutes for maximum effectiveness. So, and you can repeat it as necessary. And so, oh yeah, so like this, the ingredients. First ingredient is mild coconut and palm surfactants. There has aloe vera gel in it and a lot of other stuff like chamomile extract, organic preservative, calendula extract. Excuse me if I pronounced that wrong, but that's what I'm saying. Like the ingredients are always important. So if you have access to any products you use, even food, obviously food is even more important, right, Georgie? Read the ingredients, y'all. You can be informed. And one of my favorite podcasts that I listen to is called Brain Fart. It's escaping me, but it's Barbara Bird and Susie, and they have a podcast. I think it's called, oh my gosh, yeah, I will insert the name because I will remember it later, but right now my brain's not working. So what I love about Barbara is she is very educated on ingredient lists, the science behind cleaning, surfactants, solvents, all that good stuff. So she really breaks down a lot of products, shampoos, and different ingredients, what they do. And what that has helped me realize is sometimes we just rely on a brand or the company's name or whatever they tell us, but really it's not necessary. You can inform yourself and make informed decisions all on your own. You don't have to be marketed when you see something and, oh, you're only buying it because they said it's natural. You can actually look at a product, read the ingredients, and really know for yourself if it's natural. So we're just gonna rub this in and we're gonna let it sit for about 5 minutes, maybe a little bit longer. It says 3 to 5. 3 to 5 minutes for maximum benefits, but depending on the severity of the skin, I might do 10 minutes, so it just depends. Some of the medicated shampoos that you get from veterinarians, they will have a specific time that it has to remain in contact with the skin. So I always just read it just to make sure, because there's no point of using the product if it's not going to do, or if it's not going to have the space to do what it's supposed to do. And this smells like, it kind of smells, it smells like tar, but it's not as strong as some other medicated shampoos that I've used. And it has like a slight mentholy tea tree oil smell. So it's not super heavy, but I actually like this one a lot more than the other brand that I've tried. It doesn't seem as harsh on the skin, and the smell's not as strong. So we're gonna let this sit on Miss Georgie and check her glands. Sometimes you don't want to squeeze too hard on the glands, because they can rupture, or you can cause inflammation, and that causes a whole bunch of other problems. So I always like to feel them and give a gentle squeeze, and if they come out, great. If not, and they're like really full, I'll just let the client know that, hey, you might want to go to the vet and get an internal expression. Groomers, we only do external, and so it's not as thorough as an internal expression. But fun fact about anal glands that I learned, and I just love telling everybody this, but anal glands are actually the scent that dogs smell when they are sniffing poop. So whenever you see a dog smelling another dog's feces, they're not doing it just because they like the smell of feces. They're smelling it because when the dog passes a stool, that stool presses on the glands on its way out and puts glands in the stool. So that has all their information, age, sex, I guess whatever information a dog could possibly have to pass on to another dog. And so when a dog sniffs that, that's what they're smelling. So they're basically like, oh, Georgie the Goldendoodle, she's a female, age 3.5. She was here, and I'm sure they can tell by how long a scent is based on how maybe potent it is, because it fades over time or whatever. But I just like to think about it like that. It's like doggy Twitter. Oh no, don't lick it. It's like doggy Twitter. They go back and yeah. So if your dog has firm stools, their anal glands should really be in good health, because that's what expresses them. But if your dogs tend to have soft stools a lot, they may have more issues with their anal glands because it's not being expressed regularly like a dog that has firmer stools. So yeah, this has been Fun Fact with Christian. All right, it's been about 6 minutes. And I'm about to rinse this off of her. It's been about 6 minutes, and I'm rinsing the shampoo off of her now. And she is definitely really clean. Really clean. All my fellow groomers out there, please do not skip this step. I know you probably think that bathing is just the appetizer in the course of grooming, but it's the main course. It is the main course. If your dog is not clean, if all the shampoo has not been rinsed out of the coat, I'm sorry, but your groom is not going to be as good as it is supposed to be. If it still has grease in the coat, if it still has dirt in the coat, even a small spot will ruin what could be an absolutely beautiful finish. And you know, I don't know about if you know, but I know the difference when, even after drying the dog, I can look at a dog that has been dried and I can tell, before it's even brushed out, I can tell if this dog has been cleaned and rinsed thoroughly. Like, it's just the difference. And I feel like once you learn the difference and you see the difference and you experience the difference, you can't go back. And if you choose to do a half-butt job on bathing your dogs, you need to reevaluate your priorities, because as far as I'm concerned, I would much rather have, hold on, mama. I would much rather send home a clean dog with a less than perfect haircut because of behavior maybe, or a groomer's skill set, than to send home a dog that's still dirty. A dog that is not dried all the way. Well, in some cases, of course, if a dog is not letting you dry them, that's different. But there are some groomers that will be, I don't want to say lazy, because I can't speak for everyone, but they're either being lazy, they don't know any better, but there will be some groomers that will send dogs home damp. The coat is still damp underneath. Everything is not completely dry, whether it's by their neck, behind their ears, certain parts of their legs. And that's just not okay with me. It's just not okay with me. We need to get it together, folks. So if your water is not rinsing clear, you still have shampoo in the coat, or the coat's still dirty. The water should be rinsing crystal clear before you get that dog out of the tub. No ifs, ands, buts about it.
Isn't that right, Georgie? It's supposed to rinse crystal clear. It's supposed to rinse crystal clear, huh? It is. It is. It's supposed to rinse crystal clear.
But yeah, so she's all rinsed, and we're gonna go ahead and dry her, and then we're gonna skip that part just because it's loud and
Thank you, mamas. Ashwa girl.
yeah, so we're gonna skip that part, and I will see y'all at the grooming table when she's completely dry and we're starting the haircut. This may or may not be a voiceover depending on what time I get started on it, because the girls are due to come in soon, and when they get here, there's a lot going on and you won't be able to hear me clearly. I know, I'm just trying to tell the people. Let me get you out of the tub. Y'all are distracting me, and Georgie's telling me I need to get her out of the tub. But it might be a voiceover just because the girls will be here, and I won't be able to talk to y'all like I'm talking to you now, because it'll be a lot of movement, a lot of other people having conversations, and I want y'all to have my undivided attention. So yeah.
Georgie, you are the best girl in the world. You know that? She's the best girl in the world. Who's the best girl in the world? Who's this? Who's the best girl in the world? Yes, who's the best girl? Who's the best girl?
As we come to the end of this video, let's recap Georgie's groom. She got a medicated bath, and for the haircut, 3/4 inch all over with a teddy bear face. If you enjoyed watching the process, hit that like button. Want to see me groom a specific breed? Leave it in the comments down below. Last but not least, if you want to join our pack, hit the subscribe button. Be sure to click the notification bell so you always know when we upload. You can find us on other social platforms such as TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook, all at Wag1 Pet Styling. Thank you so much for watching, and from our family to yours, happy holidays.